Today's top news headlines. All parties agree to resolve Pandit Loishang fracas, says Chief Minister Biren. KTT observes 61st birth anniversary of Kelen Tokchom in Imphal. And Manipur adds 70 new cases of coronavirus, 2 deaths in past 24 hours. Good evening. Before we move on to the news, a COVID awareness for the general public. We are collectively facing a pandemic threat that is sweeping across the humanity beyond oceans and borders. Considering the seriousness of COVID-19, it's about time we step up against this deadly disease, maintain a safe distance from others, even if they don't appear to be sick. Wear a mask in public, especially indoors or when physical distancing is not possible. Choose open, well-ventilated spaces over closed ones. Clean your hands often. Use soap and water or an alcohol-based hand rub. Get vaccinated when it's your turn. Follow local guidelines about vaccination. Cover your nose and mouth with your bent elbow or a tissue when you cough or sneeze. Stay home if you feel unwell. This is Pony Television giving you the latest Wednesday English bulletin. I'm Loving Rimai, now the news in detail. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh held a meeting with the members of Pandit Loishang at the latest office in Palace Compound in Imphal today. After a thorough discussion, it was agreed that the recent unfortunate incident occurred at the Royal Palace was caused by certain misunderstandings. Notably, the incident was triggered by construction of Hindu religious structure at Pandit Loishang belonging to the Sanamahi religion. All the parties involved have agreed to continue dialogue and resolve the matter at the earliest, Chief Minister Biren said. The Chief Minister, in a Facebook post, said his government will not allow the peace and harmony to be disturbed by some misunderstanding. CAF and PD Minister T.H. Satyabrata also attended the meeting.
Communication gap laibadagi mis kitang aina matam sana koi wa phauna hudaba la chinman gibadagi communication gap ni kari mata kanagi amaga laite koi Manipur the pulap laibin na ipai pu hakatagi Govinda ga Pandit Loishang ga dum lakpani adum laigani kari mata masile de hanjana basu laite thoina da basu laite misunderstanding ni aduna loina koi solution laite.
The Kelen Tokchom Trust, KTT, today observed 61st birth anniversary of Kelen Tokchom at Sagolban Tera Tongbram Lekai in Imphal. Media advisor to the Chief Minister, editors, senior journalists, the representatives of Youth Forum and Meira Paibi of the Tera Tongbram Lekai, KTT members and family members of the late senior journalist were present during the observation. Paying floral tribute to the departed soul at the memorial statue of the late journalist, presentation of certificate and a shawl to Kelen Tokchom Media Fellowship KTMF recipient journalist NG Liklai Lema of the Shanghai Express were the main highlights of the observation. President Tongbram Pishak of Youth Forum, Tera Tongbram Lekai, also spoke on the occasion, while 3rd KTMF recipient journalist Liklai Lema shared her experiences and findings in compiling her comprehensive reports on the challenges and opportunities of urbanization in Manipur. Earlier giving the keynote address, Secretary of the KTT, Sobhapati Samom, said that the KTMF program was initiated with an objective to enhance the writing skills of journalists in the state in diverse fields. So far, KTMF program has been awarded to 4 journalists belonging to different media houses in the state. Sports reporter Haikrujam Sadananda Singh of Poknafam and St. Lelan Vaipai of Imphal Free Press were awarded the first edition of KTMF program in 2018 to 2019 for special stories on prospect of cricket in Manipur. Similarly, staff reporter Babi Shurin of Imphal Free Press was selected for the second edition of KTMF program in 2019 to 2020 for producing research-based stories on Manipur's dying water resources. In the third edition of the KTMF program 2020 to 2021, journalist NG Liklai Lema of the Shanghai Express was selected. For the first time, the KTT will be inviting applications from the intending TV and print journalists having a minimum of 3 years experience in journalism to apply for the fourth edition of KTMF program. On the occasion, the KTT announced the fellowship's theme for the year 2021 to 22 as Vanishing Playfields of Manipur and its impact on health and sports. The trust invites journalists working both in television and print media to apply for the fourth edition of Kelen Tokchom Media Fellowships KTMF on the same theme. One journalist each of television media and print media will be selected. The selected journalists must report 6 feature stories each. For television media, the fellowship amount will be Rs 30,000 and for print media, it will be Rs 20,000. Manipur added 70 COVID-19 new cases in the past 24 hours, taking the total tally to 123,473. The state also reported 2 deaths to take the death toll to 1,917. The positivity rate was recorded at 3.5%. As per release from the State COVID-19 Command Control Room, the fresh cases were detected from 1,974 samples. The COVID-19 Command Control Room also said that 15 people were discharged in the last 24 hours. India recorded 13,451 new COVID-19 cases with 585 deaths in the past 24 hours, the Union Health Ministry said today. With a decrease of 1,155 cases, the active COVID-19 cases account for 0.48% of total cases. The weekly positivity rate is 1.22 for the last 33 days, while the daily positivity rate is 1.03 for the last 23 days. 482 of 585 fatalities were reported from Kerala. The high number of fatalities is due to backlog of data added by the state in the national tally. The situation in Kerala has been of concern for the central government in the last few months. Majority of the worst affected districts across the country are in Kerala, according to central government figures. Though the daily count of infection has come down in the southern state, it is still recording more than half of the entire country's COVID-19 caseload every day. Residents held a sit-in protest at Hayrok Part 2, demanding peace in Hayrok area. Hayrok in Thobal district has been witnessing frequent violent incidents in the run-up to the Manipur Assembly polls 2022. Police, however, dispersed the demonstrators. The protesters held placards that read, "We want peace, no violence" in Hayrok. Political campaign in favor of Kakching MLA Mayang Lambam Rameshwar was organized at Palel under Kakching constituency today by hoisting BJP's flag at several houses. On the occasion, Rameshwar said the campaign was part of the ongoing wall poster and BJP flag campaign by BJP Kakching Mandal and supporters of Yuva Morcha. An Ayushman Bharat PMJAY card registration program for the residents of Kangabok was held at Basumandal Mandir today. organized by Viswa Hindu Parishad and co-convener Medical Cell, BJP Manipur Pradesh. The program was supervised by Thokchom Sarat Chandra Singh, nominee of Rajya Sabha MP Maharaja Sanajoba Leshemba. A bridge connecting Irong under Wabagai constituency and Mayang Imphal Bazaar of Mayang Imphal constituency has been repaired under the supervision of social worker Sakir Ahmed. He is planning to run in the upcoming Manipur polls from Wabagai constituency. Sakir Ahmed said the bridge is very important for the residents of both the constituencies. He also promised to work further for the betterment of the public. The residents expressed gratitude to Sakir Ahmed for his deed. Let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Admissions open for pre-primary teachers training courses. Ten seats per batch for 6 months. 90% job facilities, also available online classes. For more details, please contact Nawasing Damsang Office, Changangai, Makhalekai. Contact number 8837483810.
Welcome back after the break. A cleanliness program was held today at Nachau Dam area as part of the Clean India campaign. The program was jointly organized by Nehru Yuva Kendra, Sangathan, Bishnupur and Bishnupur District Administration. A declaration of support and blessing program for Huri Golmai, BJP State Executive Member and intending BJP candidate of 53 constituency Tamenglong was held at Kahulong village under Tamenglong district today. The program was organized by Kahulong Pei Village Authority in favor of Huri Golmai. Huri Golmai, during his speech, promised if elected, he will focus on women empowerment, alternative arrangements for shifting cultivation for Tamenglong and Nonay district, education sector, Barak Bank development, healthcare facility, transportation and connectivity. B. Rajan, who was holding the post of Finance Secretary of KNO Umla, has been expelled from the organization with effect from October 26 for violating the norms and rules of the organization. According to the statement, B. Rajan, son of 1 B. Bataya of More Ward No. 3, has been expelled from KNO Umla. Umla Chief in Command of Kopam Kaling said B. Rajan was even tarnishing the image of the organization. The Eastern Liangmai Naga Chief Chairman Association, ELNCCA, has extended its heartfelt gratitude to Chief Minister of Manipur N. Biren Singh for his love and support rendered to the Hill people and Liangmai Naga community in particular. His recently concluded Go to Hills 2 community outreach program held on October 22, 2021 at Konsaram under Gangpokpi district was a commendable initiative which has been missing for so long. On the occasion of Go to Hills Edition 2 program, the Chief Minister announced various developmental projects which are to be carried out on priority basis. Some of such projects are mini stadium and 2 football grounds at Konsakul village, construction of 27 kilometers IVR road from Kunku Naga village to Asilong village, construction of a market shed at Makhan village, construction of a community hall at Thonglang Atungba village, construction of community hall for Eastern Liangmai Naga Chief Chairman Association at Laikhampokpi, construction of primary health Subcenter PHSC at Makui, construction of primary health subcenter PHSC at Thonglang Akut and pickup at Wire at Kunku village. The association then appreciated the Chief Minister for his inclusive developmental approach and fully trust that his government will certainly uplift the state of Manipur to a higher level. The efforts of the Chief Minister to bring together both hills and the valley in the equal pace of development and also to bridge the gap between them is highly appreciated. His burning desire for equal development of all communities and special focus on inclusive growth in the state is admirable and noteworthy. The Liangmei body said that under his able and visionary leadership, the state of law and order in Manipur has significantly improved and peace has now been restored, thus ensuring the true democratic system in the state. The Northeastern Council NEC kick-started Vigilance Awareness Week 2021 yesterday on the theme Independent India at 75, Self-Reliance with Integrity. The program was marked by the Integrity Pledge administered by retired Air Marshal A.K. Gogoi, member NEC, upon officers and staff of NEC at the auditorium of NEC, Shillong. A workshop on the theme Independent India at 75, Self-Reliance with Integrity was inaugurated with the introductory speech of Chief Vigilance Officer of NEC, Sherry Laltangzo. This was followed by speeches on different issues pertaining to vigilance by advisor, NEC, Navin Kumar, followed by financial advisor, NEC, G. Panmei, and by planning advisor, NEC, CH Karshing. The workshop for the day included with a speech of the Air Marshal, retired, A.K. Gogoi, member, NEC, followed by questions and answers session on different topics related to vigilance by officers and staff of NEC. The week-long program includes quiz competition, essay writing competition, talk competition, and poster-making competition, etc. The staff and officials of NEC are taking active participation. Let's take another short break. Stay tuned.
Occasion singidamagta makhal kiyagi cake, haibadi photo cake, layer cake, brunch cake, barbie cake, fruit topping cake, cupcakes in a chingba fongbigani, amadi adomgi apamba moongda cake customized tawbagi kudong chabasu pisari. Kudong chabasing asi lawbinabagi damakta lensing biro aikhoigi address NG College Road near Naurangtong. Phone number 9864112972. Aikhoigi online partner Food Wi-Fi amasung Food Web tagisu order tawbiba yagani.
Welcome back. Union Minister of Civil Aviation Jyotiraditya M. Scindia on Tuesday virtually flagged off the first direct flight on the Shillong-Dibrugarh road under the Regional Connectivity Scheme, Uday Desh Ka Aam Nagrik, RCS Udan. Also present were MOS Civil Aviation retired General Dr. V.K. Singh along with Rajiv Bansal, Secretary Ministry of Civil Aviation, Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma, Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong, Lok Sabha MP Vincent H. Pala, Rajya Sabha MP Wanwairoy Karluke, Transport Minister Dasakyapta Lamare, and Labour Minister Sanbor Shulai. Addressing the occasion, Jyotiraditya M. Scindia said, Shillong is one of the highest and the wettest places in the world. The place is important not only for the country but for the entire world. Shillong has always been known as Scotland of East due to the presence of rolling hills, caves, tallest waterfalls, beautiful landscapes and its rich heritage and culture. There's nothing that Meghalaya does not have to offer. The place attracts tourists from all over the world. At least 15 wooden houses in Malana, the ancient Himalayan village where the legend of Alexander the Great lives on the Kulu village of Himachal Pradesh, were burned down in a massive fire on early Wednesday, though there was no loss of life, police said. The fire started at around 1:30 a.m. and the highly inflammable wooden houses and stored dry grass caught the fire. The flames were brought under control by Wednesday morning by the fire department and locals, and 15 odd houses gutted, officials said in Shimla. Malana, one of the largest villages in Kulu district with a population of about 2,350, where the banned cannabis as the source of prime livelihood is located amid high mountains, some 350 kilometers from the state capital, Shimla. The 52nd edition of IFFI will be held from November 20 to 28 in Goa. Being one of Asia's oldest and biggest international film festivals, this year will present a special opportunity to commemorate 75 years of India's independence as the nation unites in celebration of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. The competition will select the finest 75 creative minds of tomorrow from the received entries who would be invited to attend the 52nd International Film Festival of India, IFFI, in Goa. Applicants will be judged by an eminent jury based on their skills in at least 2 short films, audio feature, non-feature, in direction, editing, cinematography, sound recording, acting, playback singing, production design, or script writing. 6th National Kung Fu Championship 2021 cum School Game Orientation Training Camp has kick-started at Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Boys Military School and Junior College, Pulgaon, Pune, Maharashtra, organized by Maharashtra Kung Fu Sports Association (MKSA) and Shaolin Traditional Kung Fu Association of India under All India Kung Fu Federation (AIKFF). Principal of the school, Jyoti Arade, ICAF President Sifu CL Lama, Working President Sifu Thokchom Narendra, Vice President MG Dilip, General Secretary Dr. Huidrom Roman, Executive Director Vijayapan VN, Technical Director GM Dr. Akim Gogoi, and General Secretary Vivek Divida of Kung Fu Sports Association of Maharashtra attended the opening ceremony. Before we end the bulletin, today's top news headlines once again. All parties agreed to resolve Pandit Loishang fracas, says Chief Minister Biren. KTT observes 61st birth anniversary of Kelen Thokchom in Imphal. And Manipur adds 17 new cases of coronavirus, 2 deaths in past 24 hours. That is the end of the bulletin for the English news at 6:30. Stay tuned to Pony Television for more updates.